Hey everybody, happy Thursday, happy Friday Eve. Wait on a few of you to get on here. I'm Elizabeth with Ellie's Attic. So glad you're here. I've got the Beyonce hair going because I've got the ceiling fan on in here because it is hot. Hey Opa, hey Lorianne, how's it going guys? Hope everybody's had a great week and is looking forward to Friday and looking forward to the weekend. And hey Cindy Kane, I'm so glad you're here. Hey Nancy, how are you, my friend? There's my friend Patty Willard. Thank you. This is one of my favorite colors. And when my hair was reddish-ish back in the day, this was a color that I like to wear a lot too. It definitely works with my skin tone. Hey Beth, how's it going? Hey Vicky. Hey Ellen. There's some passive watchers that I see that I'm not supposed to acknowledge because they say that those people will say hello if they want you to, but hello to everybody. Hey Carol Parks, how are you? I'm gonna let a few more people pop on. I know Lindy is going out to dinner tonight. Lucky girl. Hey Nick Dunning, thank you for saying hi. I hope you're doing well. I hope this doesn't bore you too much. Y'all, we have a man in the house, so let's be nice and behave. Hey Tony, how's it going? Melissa, how's my friend? I feel like I owe you 85 emails back. I haven't messaged you back in a while, and I hope you're doing okay. We need to talk after this. Hey, Tony. All right, so I think we're going to get started. I had a great idea, and good, Tony. I'm glad to hear it. 3 days. Oh, Opa. I'm avoiding that like you would not believe. I do not even want to go there, but I know it's something we all have to do. I had a great idea, something I want to do, something I want to make for my granddaughter, and I went and delivered one of the auction items yesterday to Patty Willard. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And then she threw me for a curveball. Hey Barbara, how are you? She threw me a little curveball with a great idea, and I've expanded that idea a little bit more to add a few more things. So I have to wait on a few more ingredients before I can do that. So I had to kind of come home and think of what I was going to do. And I all day kind of was like, what am I going to do? I had a couple ideas. I changed my mind 6 times. And we're going to do something. We're going to do something today that is inspired by Royal Funky Junk, something I watched her do in one of her lives. But I'm doing it a little differently than she did it, but it's the same premise. So, hey, Carrie Richardson. Hey, Karen. How are you? Let's see. Hey, Debbie. There's my friend Julie May. I'm so glad you're here. Drop your link, Julie, if you want to. Hey, Sharon. How's it going? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Dolly. Hello, precious. I could do this the whole time. Again, if you're watching me and the red box is not up in the upper corner, that means you're on the replay. So you can fast forward through this part. I apologize, but I have to say hi to all my friends. Ooh, speaking of, did y'all see my new ring? Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I got that from Touchstone Crystal, and I'm super loving it. It's comfortable. It's sparkly, it's all the things. And I did update my Melissa, you think you know what I'm making? Ooh, let's see if you do. I did update my link tree today with my Touchstone Crystal information, so take a look at that. Thank you, Trish. Hey girl. Trish Thomas. Trish Thomas Love and Life is her site. Please drop your link. She is a fabulous creator. She is Lindy's best friend. She is my friend. I've known her since I was about, 12 years old, I guess, which was just a few years ago. And she makes beautiful jewelry. Well, she is dropping some new designs Friday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So Trish, drop your information in the comments. I don't know how to do all that, but drop the info for your new stuff so everybody can see it. So you can go watch Mr. T cook dinner and then open up another device or have another screen and go check out Trish's new designs. And you better grab them quick, because when there it is, lovinglifejewelry.com. But when she gets stuff out there, it goes quick, and she has some great designs. They're all one of a kind. I have one of her bracelets on today. It's, I think you can see it. It's this one right here. And one of my things I love about her stuff, this is hers also. I wear this every day. I love this arrowhead. It's just great. One of the things I love about her stuff, and my Touchstone crystal stuff too, I can put it on by myself. The clasps are always where you can put them on. And if you're single, ladies, you understand what I'm talking about. There is nothing worse than having to try to zip up the back of your dress or put your jewelry on and you need extra set of hands. It's the worst. So Trisha's stuff is great. So let's jump in. So what I landed on, first I was going to do something with some bees. Then I was going to make some flowers. Then I decided I don't want to do all that. That's not what I'm feeling. We're going to do those another day. But today we're going to use some of the Digital Deco Designs new paper. We're going to use this great paper that she dropped. It's got all my favorite things. It's got Harlequin. It's got fleur-de-lis. It's got some writing. It's got a clock, or watch rather, some flowers. It's just gorgeous. I don't know if y'all can see the detail on that, but it's just stunning. So, and I knew I loved it when I saw it, so I bought 2 sheets of it, and I'm glad I did, because this is the, these are the wooden trays. They have them in the Springs shop at Hobby Lobby. If you right now I think you can get things there 40% off. So jump on and get one of those over there. But this is just that basswood or basswood, whatever they call it. I've put a coat of white on it just to prime it. Obviously I missed this whole side that was facing the camera. That's not the color we're going to do it. Actually, guys, I know this is going to sound crazy, but we're not going to paint things white tonight. We're going to paint this one thing white, but we're going to use some different colors. I know it's crazy, but we're going to use a different color. I think we're going to use a little brown maybe, and we'll probably still use some gold. We're going to use some pink and just have some fun. So, sorry, I'm drying that real quick. Okay. My new heat gun, I haven't gotten the trick of it. It's got 2 settings, and whenever I go to turn it off, I always turn it to the other setting. Have I lost my mind? What do you mean? Oh, because I'm not painting things white. You scared me a little bit, because that's a legitimate question that could be asked me. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, since I've already put this on there and I need to let that side dry, I'm going to just kind of move this to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on the main ingredient for our tray. We're going to do some decoupage paper on the background, and then we're going to put this beautiful piece on it. This is a crown. You get these in the little girl section at, I say little girl section, it's really not the little girl section. It's where they have all the decor to hang on the walls, the wall decor, but this is in with the little girls decorations. So they have them in pink and they have them in black. The pink ones are a couple bucks cheaper, so I always buy the pink ones because I'm gonna paint them typically anyhow. But this one, I'm glad it has some pink because we're gonna do something with that tonight. So you take the little hanger, it's got one of those sawtooth hangers on the back, and you remove that for this particular craft. We're not gonna worry about painting the back of this, but we are gonna put a coat of white paint on the front. We might have to put 2 coats of white paint on it. And I love this crown. It's one of my favorite things. And we are going to do that technique that I showed y'all the other night, the wet distressing, as Lori Hanby corrected me, the wet sanding. We're gonna do that on this crown. And let the pink be our accent color, and then we'll probably do a little metallic of some sort to just kind of, you know, give it a little more royal look. Oh, sorry, not royal, but you know what I'm saying. Yes, royal is Kathy's thing, but y'all know what I mean. More regal look, and just kind of kick it up a notch. Sorry, Kathy, not trying to get in your sandbox. That's the word I think of when I think of crowns. So I'm just sorry, my nose is itching. It always does when I'm in here crafting with y'all. I don't know what that's about. Maybe I'm allergic, y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and just put a really good coat of paint on this. You could also spray paint this if you wanted to. I mean, it's your call, but since we're gonna distress it, chalk paint seems to do better with that. So I'm just gonna paint away and talk to y'all while I do it and see what's going on. Hey, Catherine Prosser. Yeah, this is from Hobby Lobby. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It's in the wall decor section, and it's in the little girl's bedroom stuff. It's over there where they have all the girl power signs and all that stuff that's so so awesome. But they have pink ones and black ones. And a long time ago, I want to say they might have had a turquoise colored one, but I could be hallucinating that. I don't know. It's very possible that I'm just confused, or I dreamt that, or I wanted them to have one. There's no telling. I'm getting down in all these grooves. Like I said, we're probably going to end up doing 2 paints, and I'm just doing this with some just regular old folk art chalk paint, nothing special, but you can use anything you have. I would say chalk paint would probably be my best choice, for especially since we're going to distress it. But if you want it to just stay white or whatever color, you can spray paint it. You can do whatever you would like. This is just an inspiration. Melissa, is this what you thought we were going to do? Yeah, I'd be happy to go with you, Opa. Any excuse to go to Hobby Lobby, and I'm down with it. I don't mind going to Michael's either. I do have a funny thing to tell y'all though. Today on my lunch, I decided I'm gonna run in this Goodwill over here in Collierville. I haven't been there in a while being a week. And I walked out. I walked in, walked around. I was there about 20 minutes. I didn't buy anything. I walked out with nothing. There was nothing that even tripped my trigger, and that's when I thought, uh-oh, today is going to be a bad situation when I try to get this live done, because sometimes I'll go in there just for the inspiration factor, just to say, oh, I see that, I have something like that at home, I can do da-da-da-da-da. There was nothing happening today. Nothing. No creative anything happening. I called Lindy and I said, I think I'm broken. I really was. I was like, I think I'm officially broken. I have left the Goodwill without spending any money, and that never happens. So, and you know, I could probably go back tomorrow and all the same stuff will be there, and maybe tomorrow will be a different day, but today I got nothing. I just can't believe it. That's not normally like me. So, they have all kinds of really cool things like this in those wall decor sections. I like the Western section too. They have great I was about to say stars, and they have really cool like buffalo heads and steer heads and different things, and horseshoes. They just got some cool stuff, and you just have to look at it and kind of think, what else could I do with that? And I do that anywhere I go now. It's pitiful. I can't look at anything without thinking, what could I make that into? And I even went to the Dollar Tree today, and I haven't been there in ages. And I bought a couple bees and a couple things that I thought, I just flung paint. What can I make that into? So that's good. I did have a little inspiration, but I don't normally get a lot when I go to the Dollar Tree. I usually go straight in for certain things and then straight out. Sorry, y'all. I know this is the boring part, watching me paint, and this has a lot more to it, but I wanted y'all to see the pink color before I slap some paint on it. I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun once I get this first coat done so we can get it dry. And then I'm gonna probably put a second coat because there's some pink showing through. I'm not as worried about these inside parts having pink showing through, but I want it to be pretty stark on the rest of it before we start distressing it. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Opa, that's a dangerous thing if your head is saying things, what would Ellie do? Because, whew, Lord, we all know that's wide open. When I go with Lindy, sometimes I just pick things up and put them in her basket. And she's like, what am I going to do with that? And I'm like, this is what you're going to do. Da, 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 da. And she just says, okay. That cross that she did, the wrought iron cross, that was one that I picked up. She walked past it, and I said, nope, you need that cross. That's all about you. It's funny how your friends can do that and see stuff that you don't really always see. Oh, this is harder than I thought back here. Okay, probably should have used a chippy brush. There's a spot I missed. I don't know if y'all, I need to post it on our group page. I posted a memory picture today of my grandbabies from 3 years ago. They were still pretty new then. And it looks like their rap album picture. They both are sitting in the chair with little beanies on their head, and they're like, and I said today, I posted it again and said, I still remember this picture because when we took it, we were all like, oh God, it's their rap album cover. And I decided the name of their album was Straight from the Crib. And it's the cutest picture. They've just grown up so much, it's hard to believe. But one of these days I'm gonna do a live and not talk about my grandbabies. How about that? I know y'all probably get sick of it, but. Okay, coat 1 is semi-done. I'm gonna dry it and then we'll do coat 2 on here. And I apologize that y'all are having to watch this. So, all right. See what everybody's saying. Hey Janice, how are you? Oh, what, you loved what cross? Oh, I guess I missed something. Oh, good. I'm glad y'all like to hear about them because that's all I like to talk about. It used to be I always want to talk about my kids, but now, me, you know. There'd be no way I could make it without talking about them. Y'all, I have all week, well, all last week and beginning of this week thought that, oh yeah, Dolly, that was a good call on my part. I really thought she could get 2 projects out of it. I had talked her into like, this is what we're gonna do. We can do this and this, and then what she did with it was even better. So, all week I thought that this coming up Monday was Memorial Day. So I've been all week thinking, oh, I'm so excited. When this week's over, we get to have a 3-day weekend. Not true. Just a regular old 2-day weekend, but I don't care, it's a weekend. Hey Barbara, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you could catch us live too, and I love that you guys all say hi to each other when you come on. It makes me super happy. Guys, we gotta work on getting my numbers up though. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happened to me, but you know, we had a whole lot of growth really fast and then just stopped. And I thought maybe it's because I'm starting to be boring. I'm not sure, but I'm never gonna make it by June to my magic number, so I'm gonna have to reset my little goals. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this second coat. I apologize, y'all. I want it to be good and stark. And you know what? I'm gonna change my brush. Not to the chippy, but to this one. I always like rub them on my hands when I want to separate the bristles a little bit. I don't know why. just something I do. But that's how I wash my brushes too. I take them and scrub them in the palm of my hand. That's how I see if all the paint's off of them. And I did see that on a video, but anyhow. Yeah, this is better. I'm getting in those little nooks and crannies a lot better. I don't know if any of y'all watch Downton Abbey, but that's another exciting thing this weekend. The new movie's coming out. Lindy and I have been pretty geeked about that. I think Julie is really excited about it too. We all are geeks about that show, and that is a show I never thought I would like. And then, I guess about 4 years ago, it was in the winter, I just decided I was going to watch it on regular old Netflix, and I just said, I'm just going to start watching it and see what all the fuss is about, because I was out of shows. I fell in love with it. I watched it like the whole thing. I mean, I was like, that's all I watched. I didn't watch anything else. It was like the whole show. Just watched it every day. Came home from work, watched Downton Abbey. It's crazy. But it's such a good show if you haven't watched it. Oh, good, Sue. Let me know if it's good. 'Cause I think I'm going to go Saturday. Yeah, I need to probably watch the last movie again because I don't remember everything. Like the movie will start and I'll be like, oh yeah. So I may need to go watch the last one that came out just so I can feel a little smarter when I go watch it. I wish they would do a whole new series too, but it's kind of fun that they're doing them in movies now, I guess. I got so many TV shows that my son and I are the TV. That's our connection, my Asperger's baby. That's our thing, is we have shows we watch. Like tonight is Grey's Anatomy. Of course, I still watch Grey's Anatomy and I love it, and I will probably watch it as long as they put it on TV because it's just my favorite. And he gets off work at 6:30 and he'll be home at 7, and we'll get our food and we'll watch TV together. And I'm glad we still have that time, but I don't know if I need to add any more shows, because if it wasn't for TiVo or whatever it's called now, the on demand, I'd miss a lot of them because I can't watch them all. They're all on the same darn times, same nights and everything else. I don't know if y'all like shows about history, or I don't necessarily like documentaries about history, because I do if I want to take a good nap, because that's what usually happens to me. Documentaries are great, but they're so monotone they make me sleepy. But there's a really good show on Stars right now called Gaslit, and it's about John Mitchell's wife from Watergate. And a lot of us are old enough to remember Watergate. I still remember the Weekly Reader when Nixon resigned, when I was at Whitehaven Methodist, and it came and it had his picture on the front. I got in trouble for blacking out his teeth, and that's why I remember it, probably because my teacher told me that was disrespectful. He just resigned for lying to us. In hindsight, I think that's a little funny, but anyhow, it's a great show. Julia Roberts is in it, and it is so good. And it's a lot of stuff I have forgotten. Finding Your Roots. What's that about? Ooh, is that about like DNA and adopted people and that kind of stuff, Sue? Yeah, I like Gaslit. I think it's really good. All right, so this is coated pretty good now. So it's kind of funny that I'm fixing to dry this, and then we're going to distress it by taking some of the paint off, but that's what we're going to do. I'll let this dry. I'm going to let it dry on its own. Just going to move the whole thing for a second. And we'll go to work on sometimes I like to let things dry without hitting them with the heat. Just, I don't know. Sometimes I think it's better for it. So we're going to take our tray, and we're just going to do some simple decoupage. I'll put the top on this so I don't end up with white paint all over me. We're going to decoupage this paper on, and I'm going to leave the white line on it, I think. checked when I was working on figuring it out, it sized out perfect. And I think I'm just gonna cut that one white line off so that it tailors up pretty nicely. And then I'm gonna leave the rest on there because I think we might go around it with some wax, and we also might go around it with a little Totally Dazzled or something. Maybe even some jute, I don't know, I haven't made my mind up yet. We'll see. And I'm gonna cut this because I want it to look, I want all that white off. So there. Try to tailor it up a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. So see what I mean by tailor it up? That way I've got my Harlequin spots looking like they kind of are continuous, and I like that because it helps to hide the break. That big old crayon's gonna hide a lot of it, but that'll help too. I should probably turn that fan off, but oh my goodness, there we go. Okay, this is my chair. All right, so we're just gonna lay down some Mod Podge. Y'all see me do, oh wait, let's do this before. I do that every time. The edge of this. Normally I do everything with like something crazy, but I thought what we would do is do a little chocolate. I think that chocolate will not look nice with that paper. So let me get it open, and then I'll show you the paint. Should have done this beforehand, sorry. This is by Plaster Paint, which is that paint I was telling you about that I buy online from a lady out of Oklahoma. If you watch the Crafty Edge is her name. She is an affiliate of theirs, and it's great paint. Oh yeah, I love the crown. The crown is awesome. I'm waiting on that to come back on too. But Beth she's got a neat style, but that's where I got I learned about this paint, and you can see it's just a dark chocolate brown. Move that. And I thought we would do the edge with this just to kind of use something different and make it look more like a frame than a tray. And I didn't want it to be farmhousey. I wanted it to be a little more regal. So I thought this brown was nice, and I think we should do it before we lay the paper down, so if we need to go down inside this, it won't matter. So I'm just gonna go all the way around, and then I'm probably gonna do the edge inside and probably do the outside edge too. And we'll, don't worry, we're gonna make all this sparkle and shine too, but I thought brown was something we've never used, like a chocolate brown, and I thought it might be a different look for us. It's a great paint. This has you don't have to do a top coat in this paint. It's called one step paint, and it's a nice paint. I like it. It doesn't smell bad. It dries pretty quick. This is the same brand as that pink that I used on the vase that time that was so bright. It's you get it on her page. If you go to the Crafty Edge and just follow her, you can get to where she sells this. Sorry, now I gotta concentrate just a little because I'm doing this inside. And like I said, it's okay if we go over onto the flat part because we're gonna cover that whole thing with paper. So just gonna go around. Now I wish I had my Lazy Susan. It would be so much easier. I like this color. Do y'all like it? I think brown and pink always look so pretty together. I like brown and turquoise too, but I love brown and pink together. Thanks, Trish. Trish, I'm so happy to have you back. Glad you're feeling better. I'm glad you're back hanging out. Makes me happy. We need a catch-up session soon. I'm only gonna do one coat of this because I'm gonna do some other stuff to it, but I just wanted to have this down before we started working on the paper. I'm gonna have to start writing down my crafts in order how I want to do them, because I do that every time we're on here, like go, but wait, I forgot, let me do this. All right, I'll do the edge later. I am gonna do the outside edge, but I'm not gonna make y'all watch me do that. So put the top back on this. And I'll go, I'll try to put, if I can remember, I will try to put information about the crafty edge so y'all can find her. Let me hit this with the heat. I don't see a spot I missed there, Oaks. You mean this? I think it looks to y'all like I missed a bunch, but I really didn't. I'm looking down at it. I mean, I kind of left a little of the white showing because remember I said I'm only going to do one coat because I'm going to do something else on top of it. Yeah, thanks, Dolly. I can see right where you're putting. Y'all are talking about this spot right here. I know, it's good. We're all good. Just breathe, ladies. I got a plan. I am wearing paint clothes, girl. This is all, by the way, I forgot to say, this is from The Loft by Lauren Nicole, also on my link tree. This is one of the first shirts I got from her this year, and I love it. It's awesome. I already got a little paint on it down here at the bottom, but I hit it with the baby wipe and it's going to be okay. Her stuff is really nice, Trisha, and it's very reasonably priced. She gets it to you pretty quick, and the thing I love is it's not like everybody and their brother has the same clothes as you. She has like limited numbers, so it's not like if I buy it, I'm gonna go out and see 42 people today wearing the same shirt. And I do kind of like that. I'm a little weird like that, so. I'm gonna go ahead and lay the Mod Podge down now. And I'm putting it on here just pretty even. Oh, look at that brown spreading. And it's in my Mod Podge now. Oh well, that's all right. I'm gonna have to work a little quick. I forgot I had that fan on, so that's gonna dry that pretty quickly. I need to start putting my hair up before I do this. Go ahead and lay that one piece of paper down. All right, I know we've said it 1,000 times, but I'm telling you, when you lay down this rice paper, it just like, it's like it was made for whatever you're working on. It just, I don't know, man, dude. It is just, it's the bomb. Bomb.com. I don't think people say that anymore, but I do because I'm a geek, but you know. Okay. So lay this down on this side. Oh, just love that. That just worked perfect. Scooch down a little, scooch over a little. Scooch is a technical term in case y'all didn't know. Now I just rub it gently with my hand and get it smoothed out. I'm gonna go across this real quick. Well, let me show it to y'all because I think it looks too pretty. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous paper? I love this paper. It looks so good. Oh, it has all the things too. It's got like good colors. It's just so pretty. Catherine she's an artist. I don't care what anybody says. She is an artist for sure. Her papers are amazing. Okay, I'm putting a coat of Mod Podge on this, and you know, I kind of am thinking I might diamond dust it, but I think I'm gonna wait till I put the crown on because I want the crown to have a really good surface to adhere to, and then I will diamond dust. I may use that spray Mod Podge, and then we'll diamond dust it. I don't know, we may not, who knows? You never can tell what's gonna happen here in Ellie's attic. So I'm putting a good coat on here because I want to protect it. You could do the triple thick if you wanted to, but since this is not going to be really a tray, it's going to be a wall hanging, Mod Podge will be great and will protect it just perfect. And don't freak out because it's white on here. We all know it's going to dry clear. And you don't want to overwork it, but I kind of try to go one direction, you know, to just get it good and done. So we've got this. It's yeah, I used it the other night with the fairy condo. I can't really tell if it worked great or not. I mean, the stuff stuck, so there's that. But I mean, the jury's still out on the Mod Podge in the spray bottle. So dusting publicly is a big thing. Oh, dust the attic. Got it. Okay, so not quite dry, but we're going to hit it with the heat and let it finish up because I want it to be good and dry before we start distressing it because I don't want to take off in spots that I'm not really interested in taking it off. You'll see. You'll see, friends. You'll see. Oh, Janice, that's sweet. I'm surprised sometimes too at what I do. I literally did change my mind 6 times. I had all these things out here and I kept putting things down and it just wasn't jamming in my head. And I knew I had this in my back pocket and I haven't done it because it is one of Kathy's inspired things. And I just don't want y'all to think I'm some one-trick pony and I just keep copying this sparkly stuff. You know, if there's anybody out there to copy, she's a pretty good one to get my inspiration from. She's probably one of the most amazing creators I've seen. Not to mention, she is an amazing person. She's always got time to say hey and answer any questions. She's just a sweetheart. I just adore her. She is exactly what you see is what you get. All right. So, the other day, I kind of showed y'all this. We're going to give it a try. I'm going to start with a small area. I don't know why I shook up water. I guess I want to get all the water moved around. Lost my mind. Okay. Her name is Kathy D. Domenico, and her site is Royal Funky Junk, and she is precious. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spray a little water on here, and then I'm gonna take my paper towel, and we're gonna sand off some of the white to just kind of make that pink show through. And I'm not gonna do a whole bunch. I want it to be, we're gonna do other stuff to this too, so, but like certain things I want to have a lot of pink showing, and then certain things I don't. Like I want these really high raised spots. I really wish I'd gotten a sponge. That's what I should have done. So it just kind of, I want to do it by spraying it on the paper towel now. I tried it with the baby white, and I didn't like the effect. It made it kind of runny. There, that's what I want it to look like. So see what it's kind of doing to the bottom there? It takes just enough of that paint off to where you can see what's underneath it. This works really great when you have like a metallic underneath or something. It looks so cool. But in hindsight, I probably should let this paint dry overnight. But again, it was the last minute. I got this figured out. Lori, what are you doing here? I thought you were going to a Christmas Christmas. Never mind. I'm not talking. I've lost my mind. But Lori, I thought you were going to some program and you weren't going to be here. I'm glad you are. I hope everything's okay. Okay, so just kind of doing it across this bottom. I'm doing it upside down so it's, if y'all can see that. See now? And it just gives it a little different look. I'm not gonna do the plumes, and I'm gonna do these dots, but I don't think I'm gonna do the fleur because I've got something else kind of planned for that. So just hang tight. We're gonna do this real quick. Like I said, it's just it's another technique you can do. I've seen it done on, a lot of people do it on furniture, and I've seen it done on ceramics and different things, but it just gives it's a different distress. It's not like your farmhousey sanding of stuff. It kind of makes it look like it's been rubbed or whatever. I think it's kind of cool. And I cannot even remember who I first saw do this. It's funny, I have a really good friend of mine in Virginia, and he's an artist, and he's also one of the smartest people I've ever met. And he builds furniture, and he has taught me a lot of these techniques, but they were things we did on furniture. And I've kind of just adopted them to do. And then I've watched other crafters do them, and I thought, hey, that's what I do on furniture. I can do that on something. So. Okay. I don't want to do this like super heavy, but I want to do it enough to where, these dots are done. So, big chunk of paper towel. So see what that looks like? What do y'all think? Y'all like that? Hey, Chris Shelkey, what are you doing here? I'm so happy to see you. Can you tell I'm taking my Amari every day, drinking it every morning? Don't I just look like I am full of that Amari stuff? Just playing, girl. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so that's all I want to do with the distressing. I just wanted some of that pink to come through. Look at my hands, guys. I just wanted some of that pink to come out, and I still want the crown to stay white because that background is so dark. But I am going to hit it with a little bit of wax, and then we're probably going to put some rub and buff on it just to give it a little more regal look to it. So hang tight. Let me get my wax. And I'm going to use more of the white wax today than the brown, but I am going to hit with the brown. And you know, you could have, got plants getting in my hair and it's freaking me out. Sorry, hang tight, I'm looking for my, oh, that's right, I washed it. Hang on, sorry guys. I washed my wax brush the other day and couldn't find it. What was I gonna say? Oh, you could use plaster paint if you wanted to. This is that cottage white, so it's not a stark white, but it's still pretty dang white. So you could use cottage or plaster, that great color by Waverly if you wanted to, or you can do whatever color you want to. So I'm just gonna drag this across and just kind of get some aging on it. Get down in these crevices. So this makes it not look so bubblegummy, because you know that pink is pretty pink. But we're gonna put this on here. Get another paper towel. Just kind of and this wax is the Bear Wax, and if you're new, I don't know if there's anybody new here, I haven't really seen. Hey Tanya, I'm glad you're here. I get this at Home Depot. It's furniture wax, and it's great. You can do this with Waverly Wax too. That Waverly Wax, I love it, but it's a little runny, so it's, to me, a little harder to I don't know, it's a little harder to control, but it's all about your preference. You use what works for you. That backside is a little wet, and so when you want to darken it up a little bit more, like let's say I want those plumes a little darker, I just pounce it on there. Just kind of pounce my brush on there. You don't have to use a lot of this, and if you think it's too dark, just grab the white and go back over it. Kathy uses she uses the clear with the brown. I've been using the white since I started, and the reason being is it kind of gives it a more weathered look to me. Now, that's my preference, but you guys do you. Whatever you want to do is a-okay. It's your creation, just here to inspire. So you see, it's that easy to just weather it up a little, and you take off or leave on as much as you want. And I'm gonna leave a little bit more on that fleur because I like that. And this wax will act as a sealant. It takes it about 24 hours to really get good and cured. You can see that kind of changed the whole look of this crown to me. I don't know if it does to y'all, but it changes the way it looks, and gives it a little more it's not bubblegummy. That's the best word I can come up with. So let me grab I'm gonna get my decor wax, which is the same as Rub and Buff. And I'm gonna hit some of these high spots with that on the plume and the fleur. So this is where I'm probably gonna jump into the zone and probably not talk a lot. So bear with me and I'll show it to you as I'm getting it done. I just kind of go across. I wanna add a little gold to these, just to accent that. And you always want to put this on after the wax, because if you do this before, it will just erase it. I'm gonna do a little on there. And this doesn't have to be drastic. You just want it to be subtle, or heck, I don't know, you may want it to be drastic. If you want to do it drastic, you go, it's yours. You do it however makes you happy, makes your heart sing. I'm doing a little of it across where this pink is, just to kind of maybe make it look a little less bubblegummy too. All right, there we go. I think that looks awesome. Let me hold it up so y'all can see. There, isn't that pretty? Look at how I just think that's fabulous. Just looks amazing. So now I'm gonna hit the back of this with the heat gun because the white paint ran and it is all over the back. And before I lay it down on top of this paper, I want that dry because I don't want any white spots on this paper. Right there, Mr. Crown. We're gonna bring you back over here. All right. I know this is itching like crazy. All right, so sorry y'all. I'm gonna center this, and I always stand up and look down on things when I want to center it, just so I get a good view. I love the crown too. Yes, you get it at Hobby Lobby in the wall decor section, and it's like what you would decorate a little girl's bedroom. They have black ones and they have pink ones. I always buy the pink because they're cheaper, and I don't know why that is, but they're like $2 cheaper, so I buy the pink ones. But I've bought the black ones too, and I've made one of these that I have in my bathroom that's all very dark, very heavily waxed, very heavily like rub and buffed, very no distressing, just all adding texture to it. So anyhow, that's so I just find a good spot in the center. Let me hold this up so y'all can kind of see, and I'm going to adhere that onto this platform. So you can do this. I've done it on a Hobby Lobby picture that, you know, I got in a discount thing, and the other one, I could go get it. It's in my bathroom. If y'all give me a few minutes, I can run in there after we get this glued down and I can show you. But I crumpled the tissue paper and then did the wax on top of it and kind of did a very Tuscan look, I guess is the best way I know to describe it, because that's kind of what goes in my house. I have a lot of that dark wood and a lot of fleurs and a lot of things like that, so it kind of matches mine. So I'm happy with where this is. So what I'm going to do is not grab my rub and buff. I'm going to grab my E6000, because this thing is heavy. So you're going to want E6000, but you're also going to want your hot glue, because you do that double thing so you can get the quick adhesion, and then the hot glue will stick immediately, and then the E6000 will set over like 24 hours. So that way it keeps the crown from falling off. So I'm just gonna pick Mr. Crown up, and dadgummit, still got some white on there. Oh wait. Flip him over just so we can work on it a little easier. Get my E6000. Y'all all know how to do this. I'm just gonna squirt. Maybe squirt. I just opened this thing up the other day with a pen, and now it's stuck again. And I didn't even use it. I have more trouble with my E6000 than any human being. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. I'm gonna put just a few spots of it in these high spots and across here. And when you guys, if you get one of these crowns, there is a sawtooth hanger on the back. You're just gonna need to take it off with a little screwdriver. But it's also glued on, so after you take the screws out, pop it off with the screwdriver to just make sure you get it off there, because it won't lay flat if you don't. And you don't want to mix your E6000 and your hot glue. I've just always heard that you don't want to do that, and I believe it's because it will have a weird chemical reaction. It's happened to me before. It's not earth shattering, but you just don't want to, as a habit, you want to kind of keep them separated. Apparently they don't get along. All right, so I'm gonna flip the crown over, find my spot again, just get her set. I don't think we're gonna diamond dust this because I just think she's so pretty by herself. Makes a reaction and stinks and burns your eyes. Well, that's weird. Who knew? Yeah, Opa, this would be great for them, for their bedroom. I really would like to make one of these for Campbell for her bedroom, but I would have to make one for Dean, and they don't want to emphasize the crown with him, even though we call her a princess. I don't get it, but it's their rules, their kids, so. Yeah, I have a box of those. They're right over there, Patty. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so let me hold this up. I think it's stuck enough to where she'll stay. So how gorgeous is that? We might want to hit it with even a little more wax because I think it's still a little bright, but I love that. I think it looks so pretty. Yeah, that's what I'd heard too, Lori. I just heard they had a weird chemical reaction with each other. Okay, so I want to take the, this is ridiculous. I want to take my bling wrap. I know y'all are probably tired of bling wrap. And I want to go around the inside of this to cover that white, just because I think it'll look a little bit better. No, I'm not going to give this one to my granddaughter. This will probably go in my pink room or something. I may give it to her. Who knows? You never can tell. All right, so let me get the scissors. And I don't want to do a full thing of this, but let's see. Okay, so this is so easy to cut. Let me show you when I cut this, what it looks like. You can see there's string in between each one of these, and you just count out how many rows of it you're going to use, and then you just cut it. So I think we're going to do 3 rows because that to me will be a nice little border. So let me get that going. This turned out pretty good. I'm excited because I really did not have a clue what I was going to do today. And I'm happy with this. So, like I said, I'm inspired by someone else, but I think we've kind of made this our own. And I do love Kathy's paper. Kathy from Digital Deco Designs, that is. All right, so what I'm going to do, you can see I've got that across the bottom. I'm just going to lay a bead of hot glue right on that white strip, and then I'm just going to put this on top of it. So oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I didn't burn myself. Never happens. So see, can y'all see that at the bottom? It's just subtle. It gives it a little princess look. Cut 3 more rows. Do it across the top. I'm gonna do the same thing across the top. This hair driving me nuts. Okay. You see that? Now I'm gonna do this down the sides. Same, do the same amount of rows. And I know y'all been watching me about, I don't know, a month now, 2 months. I use this stuff all the time. And I have 2 colors of it. I have rose gold and then I have a silver one. And these are still ginormous. Still huge. So, sorry, I know we've been on here about an hour, but we're almost done, guys. All right, so do the same thing down the side. Just do a bead of glue. Then we got one more. Hey Tanya, I've got some Totally Dazzled for you. I want to give you a couple of these bees because I know how much you love them. And I don't think I'm going to use all of them that I got. So yeah, I was already planning to give you some of those. So before you order, let's talk because I want to give you a few of them so you can try them and see if you like them. Because I know you've been thinking about getting some for a while, and I'll let you have a few samples so you can try them. That's the benefits, guys, of living in Memphis. You get to hang out with all us crafters. We're all around the corner from each other. All right, still didn't burn myself. I'm super happy. All right, so there we go. I still think it needs a little bit more. Ooh, yeah, that would be so much fun, Chris. I would love it. You order, Tanya, you order away on my link, please. But I will definitely give you some samples of the bees and stuff before you commit to too much of that. Because, I mean, those bees are stinking cute, and the butterflies, too. All right, so I have these other pieces, and there's several of them. They're all kind of different, and I was thinking I would put them in these upper corners just to kind of cinch it up a little bit more. Stop. Melissa, don't leave sunny Florida to come to Memphis. Trust me, I'm totally kidding. All right, none of these are the same. So I'm gonna just put one in each corner. I hope that's okay with y'all because I'm going for it. Most of these are flat backs. Excuse me. Most of these are flat backs, but one of them is a button, so I gotta cut this little piece off. Gotta get my Mac Daddy clippers out. I always feel like I should have safety glasses on when I'm doing this because they pop up and it scares the bejesus out of me. And I used to sell safety products, and so I always think of that. Okay, so let me pop these on here and then I can let y'all go eat your dinner. Oh, it's still sitting too high. You can add E6000 to these too, but since this is just for time, I'm just gonna do it real quick so that get them on here. I'll finish out the sides and then post another picture of it. So that's that. All right, let me turn it around so y'all can see her. And that's our tray. That's our picture. I'll add a hanger to the back, and this can hang on a wall, or you can prop it up on an easel if you want to, or I mean, there's a lot of options So I think it's really pretty. I hope y'all like it. Bling on the crown. Okay, what you want on that crown? I have an idea. Have this pretty cross. We could put it on the center, or what are you thinking? Cross on the crown below the fleur. Let's see what that looks like. You know, I'm never scared to do some bling. I'm apparently scared to open it because I can't. I don't know what my problem is with opening this stuff. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. So you think you want to put that right there? Oops. Let me show you. I'm gonna put the cross there. I think the cross, there's something we gotta do. It's too white on that paper. I wonder if that's just the way it looks, I guess, on there. This was Stevie Ray. He just popped the door open. Some flat back shape. What do you mean flat back shape? I don't know about that cross. I think that's too big. Hang on, let me grab the box of bling. Let's see what we got. Hold, please. There's so much in here, it's hard to go through. Maybe if we did a piece of, I do love this bee. Just see what y'all think, where my brain's going. Box o' bling, it is. I've got this huge box. What about the bee right there? I think he's sweet. What do you think of the bee? I like the bee. Okay, didn't get any hearts on the bee, so let me see. Okay, somebody just said, oh my God, yes, or lower. What about right there? I like the bee too. I think the bee's cool. Look at him. Pretty baby. I'm gonna put him right here. I like him right there. We could diamond dust. We could diamond dust the tray. Let's do both. What the hell? I mean, what the heck? I'm gonna put Mr. B on, and then we're gonna do a little diamond dust. You know why? Because we ain't scared. We ain't scared of no diamond dust, and we ain't scared of a little bling. Oh, Mr. B, you're pretty. He's got black in him too, so it makes it even prettier. Look at him. He's just hanging out on the crown. It's a queen bee. She's hanging out on the crown. Queen bee. All right, hang on. I'm gonna diamond dust it real fast. I knew I kept this brush out for a reason. And I will get the spray to go in between the crown. Hang on. I'm not gonna do it super heavy. Y'all won't be able to see this until this dries a little bit more, but here's the spray Mod Podge. I'm just gonna go in between these, whatever they're called on the crown. Those things, you know. And just spray a little in there. Try that. Get my salt or my shaker. Just go a little crazy. Okay. Now, remember what I told y'all to do. The best thing to do is just to Can you see all that beautifulness? Yep, that was it. I love it. You think diamond dust on the crown too? Well, there's a little that landed on there. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's some on there. Let's just do this. Hold on. I always do it on the paper so I can put it back in the bottle if it's not too nasty. Look, I did the crown too. Gorgeous. So beautiful, as my grandbaby said. It's so beautiful. Some gold on the inside of the crown. Okay, I'm gonna be here all night. I will do a little, what I might do is take a little of this brown and just dry brush it inside there just to pop it up a little bit. And then add some rub and buff to it. So, yes, if y'all can hold on, Cindy, let me go get it, okay? Just hang tight. Talk amongst yourselves. It'll take me just a few minutes to get there. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. It's not like I have a big estate or anything, but that was about the other quarter of the house. So, this is one of my first ones that I did. This is tissue paper, and I just put tissue paper on a flat surface, painted it, then I waxed it. This is wood you bend around the sides. Y'all are so silly. And you can see I just painted it and I heavy rub and buffed it. So I can see that. And this was a direct inspiration from Kathy. I copied her almost exactly. So I can't take credit for this idea because this was all her. But I did use the wood you bend. This is one of my very first times using it, and it's a really thin piece of it. But yeah, I mean, see how pretty that is? I love it too. Yeah, and so y'all do this. This is simple. Y'all saw how simple it was. This is literally tissue paper like you put in a gift bag. And I'll show you what I do with it. I just take it and scrunch it up just like I'm gonna throw it away. Scrunch it into a ball and then open it up and spread it out. And I Mod Podge it on, decoupage it on, and it gives this texture. And then you go over it with your wax, or you can go over it with paint, or you can dry brush on top of it. You can do a million things. It is just it's the easiest thing to do. And yeah, so I love this piece. It's one of my favorites that I did. This is when you know, I was a creator and I was doing stuff, and I found the turquoise Valentine. I found, of course, went back to Lindy's page. I found Shabby Tree, all these people. I started really doing a bunch of crafts. But when I found Kathy's page of Royal Funky Junk, that is when my heart exploded. That was when I felt like I had found my That was my love. That was my niche. Taking that different stuff and blinging it out and taking it to another level. Like this, you'd see this crown hanging at Hobby Lobby. You wouldn't think it would end up looking like this, but you can just do this. You can take something and make it into what you want it to be. You can make it beautiful. I've got this duck decoy in my living room. I know that sounds funny, but my dad was a huge duck hunter, and Gerald Tate found my dogs are about to start barking because Charlie's home, but Gerald Tate found a duck decoy when he was hunting, just a dirty old Susie duck decoy. And I told Lindy, I said, if you don't want to use that for something, I would really like it. And I painted her white and pink, and I diamond dusted her, and she sits on my hearth, and she's gorgeous. So just look for the weird stuff and look for a different way to make things beautiful. And it's fun, guys. It's all supposed to be fun. And I mean, this is gorgeous. And I think what we did today is absolutely stunning. I just think we did a great job. And I know thanks for bearing with me. So maybe, there they go. Maybe on Monday when I come on, I will do that tissue paper method and show y'all what I do. But anyhow, I'm going to get off here because he's home and it's time for us to get ready for all of our TV shows. But I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you Monday at 5:45. I'll see you actually Sunday at Lindy's auction. Have a great one. Love you. Bye.